owners and custodians of country throughout its league area. We pay our respects to all First Nations people and acknowledge elders past, present and emerging. Welcome to Before the Game, brought to you by the Professionals, Murray Bridge.
Hello everyone and welcome to Before the Game. It's round 9 of the Swamport Hotel RMFL season and RMNA. I'm Matt Hood. We're coming to you today live from Johnson Park, home of the Imperial Football and Netball Club. Before the Game is brought to you by the Professionals Murray Bridge. We'd also like to acknowledge our major sponsor, the Swamport Hotel. Today we're live streaming the A-grade netball game from 12:20 and the football will be from 2:30. We'd also like to acknowledge our sponsors of the netball for this year, and that is Dace Irrigation and Fodder. And we've also got the sponsors from Imperials, which is Rain and Horn Murray Bridge, and from Wypolonga it's Carstairs Concrete. So a big thank you to them. A big welcome first of all to Alex Button. Welcome mate, how are you?
Always a pleasure, feeling good mate, it's exciting to be at the netball.
Absolutely, I just can't wait. It's been a little while since I've been around the netball court and I'm super excited. We're also very lucky, Butsy, that we've got the two A-grade netball coaches with us first up this morning. First one from Imperials, Carrie Daniels, welcome.
Thank you.
And from Wypolonga, Peter Thomas, how are you?
Very good.
That's good. Just we'll kick off and have a little chat to you first, and then we know you've got to go and get your teams ready for the big game today. It's a pretty important game for both of you. Carrie, I'll just start with you. How many years have you been IMPS A-grade coach?
This is my 8th season as IMPS A-grade coach.
In a row?
In a row, yeah.
Wow.
We didn't play the 2020 obviously because of COVID,
Yep.
so yeah,
Yep.
so 8 years, 7 seasons I think it is.
How many
so,
premierships?
yeah. Four premierships.
That's not a
Yeah.
bad record.
It's a good
Yeah.
strike rate.
Absolutely, run with that. And Pete, where were you coaching before you come to Wypo?
Matrix Netball Club down in town.
And you had a couple of seasons
And
with your
your
Radler
Radler
too,
as well,
where you
yeah.
coached Marnie.
Yep.
So,
Yes.
and how many premierships in a row are you going for this year?
At MyPo?
No, in total, because you had two in a row at your Radler, didn't you?
Yeah, and then I had with Matrix down in town, I think it's 5 or 6, something like that.
So you've gone, your premierships for Matrix, then you've had 2 with your Radler,
Yep.
MyPo last year.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
The pressure's on you, mate.
I know. Carrie's doing her best. Yeah, there's a lot of pressure there, it's good.
So, and Carrie, you know, obviously, Miv Bolt, she's been a stalwart of the club. How
Yep.
good is it to have her still running around out there? She's been a star of the association for a while, hasn't she?
She sure has for a lot of years now. So I think 2008, I think she may have joined the association. But yeah, it's just, I think we speak about it every week. Like just her freakish athleticism. Like it's just crazy. We were looking for someone in the club just to give us a bit of a boost, many years ago, and then she rocked up. We were like, wow, what is this?
Yeah.
But no, she's an amazing leader on and off the court, and
Yep.
just sort of gives us that spark, and sort of galvanises the group.
Yeah, beautiful. And a couple of girls to come through maybe at some stage as well of her own.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think both of them just out here behind us.
Yeah.
So Abby and Yazzie, so they're developing really, really nicely. So that's a scary thought for the club.
Yeah.
And, going into the second half of the year as well, you've obviously had a strong start, but what are you expecting from your girls for the rest of the season?
Just want to keep developing mostly and having fun and just getting stronger each week. It's been a challenge to this point, getting 7 girls on the court, I'll be honest. So yeah, if we can sort of get some consistency and continuity in the second half of the season, that will go a long way.
And Pete, and obviously you're probably not sitting right where you'd want to be at this point, so what have you been working on to get the team up and about?
Well, it's funny, it's a lot of the same things. It's inconsistent start. We had a lot of players in and out at the start, and but now we've got them. We've had a few games in a row. We've had them all on court, which is great.
Yeah.
So it's now building that consistency piece, and just keep learning and let the results will take care of itself. But from the way we approach it, it's just to learn from every game, and just keep building those connections.
Absolutely. And we just mentioned Liv Bolt, and obviously, but today we're going to have a going head-to-head. Stacey Smith and Liv. Your thoughts on that matchup?
Oh, look, Stacey and Liv, they're both bloody brilliant competitors, and, you know, Stacey gives her all. She's a great captain leader for us, and her performance out there and her drive, you're very lucky as a coach when you have athletes like that to work with.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, all the best. Now, before you go, we're going to do the 10 questions. You don't get away without the 10 questions. Just let me go to my seat here.
It was a struggle to answer that one.
So, quick answers. Age?
40.
55.
Middle name?
Don't have one.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Brett.
Brett. Netball position?
Wing attack.
Did you play footy, Pete?
Yep, fullback.
Fullback. What number did you wear?
Can't remember. Christ.
Is it too long ago? Nickname?
Kaz.
Tomo.
Tomo. Best mate at the club?
My sister.
Oh, that's so sweet. Pete?
Oh, Stacker probably.
Yeah, Stacker. Yeah, which is Stacey. Yeah, I only found that out this morning. Steak or seafood?
Steak.
Steak. Nice mate. Steak. Yeah, easy there. Favourite TV show?
Friends.
Yeah, I like Friends.
Ted Lasso.
Oh, nice.
As a coach, it's not a bad show, though.
Okay, good.
Very good show.
Who do you back for in the AFL?
Port.
Good girl.
Thank you.
Pros.
Unfortunately. We've got some rivals there.
competition
It's building up beautifully here, isn't it? And you're like, hang on, what have we got here? Now, who's what player's the biggest suck around the club? Who sucks up to the coach the most?
The coach's pet.
Yeah, he's the coach's pet.
Oh, jeepers.
Come on, drop someone.
Let's say Liv.
Yeah, Lee, that's the idea.
I say Charlie.
Charlie. There's always one.
Yeah.
Single, married, partner?
Partner.
Married.
Married. Nice work. How long?
Too long.
Too long. Put you on the
About
spot.
30-something years.
30-something.
Yeah, no, well done.
That's about my answer too. And what car you drive?
I'm driving a Mazda
Now
3.
you've had that for ages, haven't you?
I have.
Yeah, it's about time to go and see our good friends at Dutton Motors and sort that out. What about you, Pete?
I got a work car. It's a Model Y Tesla.
Nice. Ooh, nice. Very good stuff. Hey, thanks for your time today on game day. We do appreciate it. All the best for the game today, and I just can't wait. So thanks for that. We're going to
Thank you.
push you off to go and get your teams ready. We're going to bring Mark Steinert in now.
you.
So thank you.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys.
So we're going to bring in the four-time premiership player. Oh, we've dropped some glasses. In you come, Mark. Four-time premiership player.
Thanks, Harry.
And now we're going to just move down one. Move down one.
Okay.
Musical chairs. Now,
Pete's warming this one up for me. Beautiful.
all right. Now, we'll just move on. We're going to first of all now have a look at last week's AMFL TV Awards. Mark, if you'd just like to run through them, please.
Yes, so our Smiley Co-op Player of the Day was Pekram Vadago, who's come to the Suns early in this part of the season and done particularly well.
Doing very well.
Very good game. Huge inclusion for him. Dutton's Goal of the Day, Tom Keogh, the veteran. McHugh's Bakery Mark of the Day, Ben Moroney, also from the Suns. Elders Riding Star was Jack Second, also from the Suns. Had a good day out, the Suns. Murray Sales Defender of the Day, Big Tom Micken from Tailem Bend. And our Anytime Fitness Incentive Award winner was Cooper Lambert from Tailem Bend. So well done, Cooper, and well done to all those guys last week for our awards.
Thank you, Mark.
The Socks Up operator.
Yeah, and that's I think that's what got the attention to him. He did go all right though, so he's a well-deserved award. Also, I'd just like to mention through the footy coverage today, our stats were brought to you by the Murray Valley Standard. So thank you to them for the stats. And now it's time for our next special guest, and he's a young fellow doing very, very well with his footy. He's from the Imperials and Sturt Football Club. Taj Garrett, come in, mate. Have a seat with me.
Welcome, Taj. Welcome, mate.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
No problems at all. So first of all, first year down at Sturt.
Yep.
And how's that been going for you?
No, it's been awesome. I think we're sitting equal first on the ladder, so it's been really good just exposing to that next level and playing better players and better coaches.
Yeah, for sure. And what position have you been playing?
Wing, so yeah, I'm involved outside mid, so yeah, predominantly wing, yeah.
Yeah,
But better coaches, so that means better than your father? Or is that-
No comment.
we're going to talk about that at the end. Actually, here to find out a bit more about Dad. But and you've been selected in the state under-16 squad at this stage. Just tell us about how did that process come about?
Yeah, so originally, there was a showcase game and I wasn't selected in that, so and they went into a talent hub. I was in that, and then selected the final squad of 30, and I got included into that.
Nice.
So sort of skipped the process and went straight into the final squad. So,
Nice, that's excellent.
Yeah,
for sure.
so it went a long way, sort of. Yeah.
And you had a trial game last night. How did that all go?
Yeah, so we versed Westies under 18s and we beat them by about 30.
So your under 16 state team beat Westies under 18s
Yeah,
side.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so,
That's pretty impressive.
You see it happen a bit. I think the 18s play the under 20s side, the SANFL under 20
Yeah.
side. They normally win that one as well. Talent's amazing.
yeah.
And what number you wearing?
I'm wearing 8 in the state, yeah.
So
8.
what were you wearing here at IMS?
10.
You're wearing 10, that's right.
Yeah, 10's my number.
Yeah.
8.
And
Dad wore 10?
Yep.
nice, I like that. That's good. That's always a nice touch. How have you found the coaching going even from the Imperials to Sturt to State? Have you seen a difference in the coaching?
Oh, yeah. Just the structure and team structure and structure of your role and just the new knowledge I'm gaining. And, it's just very structured related. So.
Who is your head coach of the state?
Heath Uni.
Right.
And then Julian Farkas is the assistant coach. So he stepped back from being main coach this year. So
Right.
he stepped up.
Yeah, okay. Yep. So overall, you're enjoying the whole experience.
Yeah. Enjoying that and the 15 states. So.
Yep. And when do you play in the actual when's the state game?
So this Saturday is the under 16's first game against WA. So hopefully I get selected in that. So.
Nice. And where is that to?
This is at Thempton.
Right, Thempton Oval. So
Yep.
Nice.
And then we go to the Gold Coast on the 8th of July to play Vic Metro Vic Country. So.
Wow. Yep. That's excellent. So, mate, well, all the best with that. Thank you for coming in today and just having a quick chat to us on RMFL TV. Certainly much appreciated, and we're going to be keeping a close eye on you. Now, also, just before you go, now, Dad, is he always giving you a little bit of advice, or what's he doing?
Yeah.
How's he going with that?
No, he actually last night even he wrote some notes down for me to just improve on and all that. So he's always giving me feedback.
That's the idea.
Yeah.
And how you
Feedback's
go?
a gift. Feedback's a gift.
Absolutely. So, now hang on. What's we got? Oh, the 10 questions. Yes, thank you. Good folks. I almost forgot that. So we're going to hit you with the 10 questions. Going to my last page here. I've had to modify a little bit here for you. First of all, how old are you?
15.
15. Middle name?
Damien.
Damien. Nice. Again, there's some nice touches here. Footy number you just told us, so that's easy. Nickname?
Liz. Yeah,
Lizard.
Bit of an odd one. Sort of Nick Blakey.
I love it.
Run fast. Yeah.
Good stuff. And best mate here at IMS?
Probably cousin Aiden.
Yep,
Yeah,
good.
play with him, yeah.
Steak or seafood?
Steak.
Nice work. Favourite TV show?
I don't really have a TV show. Just watch sports.
Just watching sports.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
good. Yeah, good stuff. And who do you back for an AFL?
Gold Coast.
Oh, interesting one there.
Yeah.
Gold Coast.
Yep.
So, and do you like summer or winter?
Summer.
Summer. Good stuff. Got a girlfriend?
No.
No, single.
No.
All right. All right. There you go. And now, have you got your licence? No, you haven't got your licence. 'Cause you're only 15.
Yeah, I'm
aren't you?
15. Yeah.
Right. So
January.
you're saving for a car?
Yeah.
What's going to be your dream car?
Probably a Land Cruiser or a Lamborghini. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
what cars do you reckon Dad's going to buy you?
Oh, yeah. I'm not
Hey.
quite sure.
Yeah, it'll be a bomb though. No, it won't be. No, look after. Hey, mate, thank you very much for coming in, and all the best, all right?
No,
Thanks,
congrats,
mate.
Taj.
Good on
Well
you.
done.
Thanks for that. Good on you, Taj. Well, that was Taj Garrett from Imperials and Sturt Football Club in the state under 16 side, so that's a pretty good effort, guys, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's a huge effort. And get into that system and you quickly learn how professional it all is. He was having a quick chat before and some of the stuff they were talking about monitoring sleep and all the biometric exams and everything they've got to go through as well. They leave no stone unturned nowadays looking for talent. So
Fantastic.
great to get into that professional side of thing at that age, and all the best to him because he obviously can play the game.
Absolutely. Yeah, well, we've seen that in the junior final series that we've been covering in previous years. He's been good.
Yeah, no, it's lucky enough to do a Taj over the journey with my role, the junior coordinator. And
yeah.
Just a ripping lad. I mean, come from a great family and great footballer, but yeah, a great lad with it. So well done, mate.
Good stuff. All right, let's move on to the leading goal kicker. Bats, you've got to run through who's leading the goals.
I sure can. So in the A grade, business as usual at the top. Josh Scott, Jervois, 26. Jaden Ward with 22, should be back from injury, played in the association game last week, so hopefully he'll add a couple when he gets back. Rory Taggart, Maipo, 18. Daniel Menzel, 16. Shane Pate, Nick Homsch and Albie Dunstan all on 15 each.
Thank you, Butsy. And we'll have a look now at the Dace Irrigation Fodder Player of the Year. This was the round 8 votes. First of all, the Jervois versus the Curon Cats. We had Brodie Martin, Meningi's favourite son, with 3, Brad Thompson 2, and 1 for Daniel Menzel. Mallee Districts versus Imperials. We had 3 votes to Jack Penfold, Sean Sambleach 2, and Will Crane 1. Maipo v Ramblers. We had 3 votes to Jack Klusky, 2 to Jordan Hine, and 1 to Lachlan Gotch. And the Taylor Ben v Southern Mallee, Rory O'Driscoll 3, Declan Gladio 2, and Tommy Micken 1. And we'll take a look at the leaderboard. We have Will Crane and Rory O'Driscoll on 10 equal leaders there. Tate Silverlock on 7, Lou D. Michelle and Matt Skypeck. Matt, how do you say it? Matt?
Skypex.
Yeah, Skypeck. And Malachi, thank you. Katineri and Brodie Martin all on 6. So we'll have a look now at the Chemist King Club of the Year, please, Mark.
Yeah, so out on top we have the Imperials with 58, followed by the Suns 42, Tailem 40, Maiponga 38, Cats 36, Jervois Footy Club 35, Manham 31, Ramblers 15 and Mallee Districts 11, and Imperials pretty much every year up there with the club team of the year, championship, very good operators, so well done to them.
Yeah, for sure. The Swamport Hotel League ladder.
The Cats, they've out 2 games in front on 14. Then a bit of a log jam. We've got Imps on 10, the Suns on 10, Maipo on 10, Manham on 8. Rounding out the top 5, Jervois 4 with that 2-game penalty, Ramblers 2, the Storm 2, and Tailem 0.
Lovely work, thank you, Butsy. So last weekend, being the long weekend, we obviously had the Interleague football, but also what goes on down at Netball SA is the country champs for the netball. So the RMNA sent down junior teams, and I'll just run through where they finished up. So the under-11s finished 3rd, the under-13 Divi 1, they just missed the finals on percentage, so that was a good effort from them. The under-15 Divi 2, they were runner-up in Division 3. The under-15 Divi 1 were runner-up in Division 2, and the under-17s made the quarterfinals. So always a great weekend. Mark, you've obviously been involved with your daughter down there several times. I think I coached Georgia one year in the 70s, I reckon. So
no, it's a great experience for the girls to go down and they play. I still call it Park, do they? I'm not sure.
I think it's Netball SA.
Netball SA. Anyway, they get down there and play against all the other great kids in the state. Yeah, good weekend.
It was, so fantastic. Okay, it's time for what did we learn last week? Now, I'm going to throw to you, Mark. What did you learn last week?
Well, first of all, I don't know a real lot, so I can't get in trouble if you don't know anything.
No.
But from a footy point of view, I was thinking about during the week, and what I learned, I think, representative footy, association footy, if you get the right people involved, go about it the right way, it's still very much a very important part of the football fabric. AFL will talk about State of Origin, I think, romantically, yes, but I think it's pretty much dead. The national competition coming in, the state footy played every week. But from a local point of view, and River Murray, I think, done this well. Lytton Barrett got involved a few years ago. Got a selection panel to select coaches for a start and players. And I probably a little bit older than you guys when I played, lucky enough to play years ago. Unfortunately, back then the mentality was put a gun to players' heads. You must play. Produce a death certificate or lose a limb if you can't play.
There are still some leagues doing it, and
still
I don't like
leagues,
it.
But the River Murray, I think, got it right in the fact that they pick the players that want to play. It's a good opportunity. Some of the good players, the outside players, will still play, but it gives opportunities for guys that have played here for a long time to play rep footy, and also guys like we talked before, Malachi Katineri, to expose the real high pressure footy. We've seen that with Lockie Thomas a couple of years ago as well. So again, just what I've learned. Get it right, get the right people involved, get the right process, the right procedures, and it's still very, very relevant.
And it works well.
It does, and it's great. It's great. I loved it. Every time I come up when I was playing, I would put my hand up.
So it was great stuff.
It was. So I think get it right, and it's still very relevant.
I did it under 17s level, and it was great just mixing with the best of the best around the league. So
for sure.
Butsy, what did you learn?
I learned I can't hit my long irons.
Right. What are you trying to do hitting long runs anyway?
I just can't hit them.
No, okay, fair enough.
Change them up. Firewood's bloody expensive.
What is firewood?
Oh,
yeah. I suppose you need it this time of year,
far
don't
too
you?
expensive. The pies, it doesn't matter who's in the team. We'll just roll along fine.
They are just away they go.
Yeah,
he wanted to wear his Magpies bloody beanie today, but we had to put our foot down for our sponsors, professionals, of course.
And when it comes to football, not what I learned, but probably more of a prediction for the future. I think Jervois are going to miss the 5.
Wow. Okay, and I'm going to talk a bit more about that in a minute. There's a few things coming up in a minute about that. What did I learn? I look back on last week's show. I just like to perhaps re-watch the show and make sure I'm sitting up straight and smiling and all that sort of stuff. And what I learned is that we've got to get rid of the cockies. We've got to get rid of the cockies at Talon Bend and Mini. They go back and forth winning Talon Bend. You could not hear us from the cockies up there. That was disgraceful. So anyway, that's what I learned from last week. Get rid of the cockies.
Well, there was talk
But you're an
of
animal lover, obviously.
Oh yeah, except for the cockies. I love my dogs and cats. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
You know.
talks of lasers and all sorts, wasn't there?
Yeah, there was people googling how do we get rid of them and stuff like that. So yeah, it's only $5 grand for a laser.
Yeah, five grand laser, nothing.
Well, I'll get on to Chile next time we're out at Talon Bend.
I'm sure you Meningi boys can afford that down there, can't you?
Might be a few spare dollars left in the back pocket, you know. So, rightio, well, that was what we learnt last week. And at this point, we'd also just like to thank our sponsors of Before the Game in the professionals, Murray Bridge. So, a big thank you to them. Alrighty, we're going to have a look at the Facebook page and see what's going on out there in Clubland, and we'll kick off with you first, Butsy.
Yeah, so the Coorong Cats today is Ladies' Day. Complimentary drinks and nibbles.
Nibbles, correct.
All right, so that'll be a great day down there for the Cats.
Absolutely, and then at Imperials, it is the Life Members and Past Players Day. So with also drinks and nibbles, and that'll be from 12:30, and then tonight they've got their big rump and read night, so that's going to be a great night at Imperials.
So yeah, how to Gerboys, big congratulations to Ty Burkett, 250 league games, which is RMFL membership, player life membership. Great player, I know he coaches, he does a bit of umpiring, yeah, one of the great guys, so well done. Buckets.
Yeah, absolutely. Now the Storm had a great post. All the junior players from the Storm that represented the RMNA at the country championships, as Mark spoke about, a great opportunity for them to get some high quality netball in, so well done to all involved there.
And tonight it's the Rouge Rodeo. So I'm not so sure what Scooby-Doo's doing in the post there, but he may make an appearance. Scooby-Doo's on the post, yeah, exactly. Well done, Mark. So, yeah.
Sorry about that. Good.
Maipo, Mark. What's out at Maipo?
Yeah, big thank you to everyone that joined in on the Back to Maipo reunion. I was one of those participants, and also congratulations to the King, Toddy Howson, his partner Emma, on the birth of young Max, and Toddy ran out with young Max in his arms at a few days old through the banner, so yeah, really good day, and
good stuff.
Might have had one or two great Northerns myself on the hill, but anyway, good day out.
Absolutely, good stuff.
Ramblers, congratulations, Jack Lewis on his 50th game today. Quality footballer, so all the best to Jack. And another one as well, they've actually got their Ladies' Day on today as well, so once again, drinks and nibbles available there.
It's great fun to be had there, absolutely.
Yeah, out to Southern Valley Suns, they've been promoting the Big Threes and MND with the players today. We're wearing blue socks, so not only AFL with the King's birthday with Collingwood and Melbourne, but there's clubs all over the country that are doing it. So a great cause, and yeah, great to see everyone getting behind it for sure.
For sure, and we're going to take a look at Talon Bend. It's just a really good post on Talon Bend players who played in the Interleague game and also for, on the June long weekend. So well done on that post. Alrighty, it's time to talk this week's games. All right, so we're going to first of all talk about the Ramblers v Mallee Districts game. Your thoughts on that game, Mark?
Yeah, well, seen Ramblers a few times, and only a couple of weeks ago against Maipo, and they play good when they bring everything and they get it all right. They play good footy, but they just seem to have lapses and bad quarters. A couple of weeks ago against Maipo. Maipo got a start on them. Second quarter they dominated, but they kicked 2-5 and just let Maipo the door open. Mallee Districts, we've seen them a few times as well. I think both these sides very similar. When they play well, they're very good. Mallee Districts have also, I've watched them put scores on the board in the quarter as well. So should be a good contest. Hard to pick. Perhaps the fact that Settler Measurer is the reason I'll probably tip Ramblers to win, but it'll be a good game. Good surprise if it goes either way. But two very evenly matched sides, I reckon.
So who's the tip on that?
I'll pick Ramblers at home.
So Ramblers,
Yep.
Okay, rightio. Your thoughts on the game, Butsy?
Chooks, easy.
Took's easy, and why?
They're just up and about.
They're up and about?
Look, to be honest, I think these conditions probably suit them a little bit, just how they go about their inside ball.
Yeah.
I'm hoping they throw Alex Fife in the ruck. I said it last before the game as well. He needs to go on ball. I think they're looking at throwing Jack Lewis through there and a couple of their bigger body players. Jared Whalen will come into his own today. Loves it slow, loves it wet. He is slowing down a bit in the legs, the old boy, but
he does excel in the wet.
Yes, absolutely. And I just think they're just looking at the Storm and looking at Ramblers' body shape, all that thing. I think they're a little bit fitter too.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go, Ramblers 5 goals.
Ramblers 5 goals. The Storm are due to get some players back, so I'm hoping that they can come back in. I think it's going to be closer. I think the little bit of greasy conditions today are going to just even the whole thing up a little bit, and I think I'm going to go with the Storm. I reckon by a couple of points. I reckon the Storm are going to get the win there today. Next game. This is a really important game. Mannum v Jervois out at Mannum. Mark, and I think before you start, Mark, I think what we will say is that they're almost playing for 5th spot today.
Yep.
They're playing for 5th spot. So
Well, I'll go and add that further when a bit like Butsy said, I think Jervois, it's the 5th spot that I think is for their season.
Yeah.
You know, with the sanctions obviously coming a couple of games behind before they even started, they've got a big couple of weeks coming up. I know they've got Maipo next week as well out at Maipo, so to me this is a bit of a season-defining game for the Jervois.
Cats are not far away either. They've got the Cats
as
coming
well,
on.
so I mean every game's tough at the moment in the competition. Mannum saw them a couple of weeks ago against Maipo, and Maipo got a jump on them, but then Mannum came back, and I think it was only a kick in it in the end. So Mannum again, their footy is good enough. It's out at Mannum on the big deck, so I'll probably just pick Jervois, feeling the fact that it's probably a mini final for them. If they lose, it's going to be tough, as
Really
Butsy
tough.
said, to make finals, full stop.
So you're going with Jervois?
Jervois in a must win.
Well, I better back up what I said before and pick Mannum, otherwise I'll look a bit silly. I just think, like a day like today does suit Jervois. They like it in tight, they like it in tough, and when they play their best footy, they make it really physical. But looking at Mannum, they're starting to, I think they've got a few players back, they're starting to play as a team a bit better. They're used to the system under Quinny now. And their back six is arguably the best back six in the league.
Yeah.
With O'Malley, Hollands and a couple of others running around down there. They're very hard to score against, and I just don't think Jervois has got enough scoring options at the moment. They've got too many trying to do too few, so I think Mannum will win. It's probably a close game because of how tight and tough it's going to be. But yeah, like we said, Jervois settled 3 games behind Mannum in 5th spot. If they drop this one, and make it really hard.
Yeah, there is a little question mark, I think, over O'Malley playing. So if he plays, I think I'm going to go with Mannum. And only just. Jervois have been hit with injuries. They've still got TK, Tommy Klasky, out for a little bit longer. So they've just, they've had a bit of a bad run there. But I think Mannum at home, they know the ground, they know how to play it. I think the conditions are breaking up. It's going to dry out a bit out there today. So I think Mannum, very, very close game, but only just. Next one, what a blockbuster. We've got the next 2 blockbusters. The Coorong Cats versus Southern Mallee at Canalpin. So thoughts, Mark?
Well, first of all, I think they'll probably be parking cars out in the Duke's High, I reckon. I think
It'll be a massive crowd.
Canalpin probably could be one of the biggest crowds I've ever seen there.
Yes.
And rightly so. It's going to be a great game. I put my neck out at the beginning, or probably after a few rounds, saying that I thought the Cats were probably going to struggle to lose a game and to keep them all fit. To me, they seem to be almost the Sydney of the AFL, where there's some good sides, but they just seem to be another level all over again. But having said that, Southern Mallee, after the first couple of weeks, a few blokes coming back. Tom Keogh missed the first few. Obviously, Josh Smithson coming back to them. Declan Latigo's given them a lot of run, kicking goals as well.
There's 35
today.
There's 35 possessions. Yeah, I haven't seen if he's been listed, but he's 35 possession player.
So he's made a big difference coming in.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
So he's made a big difference coming in. But I still think the Cats are just a level above everyone else. I think it'll be a fantastic game, big crowd. It'll be close. It's only got a few goals in it. Southern Mallee are a very much a top 3 side, but I think the Cats will just continue on in a close game, maybe 11 to 20.
Okay. Yep. Butsy.
It should be an absolute cracker.
Yep.
And the styles, I think, probably suits the Suns a bit with how hard they work.
Yep.
Even watching the Coorong Cats against the Storm a couple of games ago, Coorong like to get up really high and try and lock the ball in their front half. And a couple of times the Storm were able to get them out the back. And the Suns really do work hard back. You look at Gladigo last week, Maroney, how he works in that front half. I think they've got the potential to score against the Cats. They've just got to control the ball. If the Cats pressures off a little bit, the Suns will cut them up. But having said that, the Cats are a quality outfit. You've got Matt back in their side after playing last week.
Yep.
Their midfield's, elite. That'll be a great matchup too. All the guys running through there, O'Driscoll, Menzel, Hargraves, all those guys in there.
There's matchups everywhere.
Oh, yeah, there is.
It's such an exciting game. I think it'll be really close. And I'm going to go for a little bit of an upset, and I'm going to go the Suns by a goal.
Ooh. Are you sure?
Yep.
All right. Okay. You don't want to rethink that?
No.
Okay. Fair enough. Rightio. So.
Manigi Matt speaking of.
No, I think it is going to be an absolute ripper of a game down at Canalpin.
It'll be huge.
You got players in, and from the Cats' point of view, I think they're going to be getting the Colonel Sam Sanders back. I think Lehman's ready to go, the centre half back. So there should be no excuses from that point of view. And as we've seen, the Suns have just been building momentum.
Yeah.
They've been getting better. They were very undermanned at the start of the season. Everyone thought, oh, what's wrong with them? But they just had quality players out.
Missing, yeah.
So they're back now. I think the Cats are still going to be good enough today, but it's going to be a lot closer, especially if it's a little bit greasy. It's a bit more of a black clay surface down at Canalpin, and it can get quite slippery down there in the wet. But yeah, I think the Cats are just going to get over the line.
Bit of chat around the grand final preview. You reckon that's?
I think that's at this point in time. If I had to pick who's going to play in the grand final, they are the two form teams on the side at the moment. Okay, let's talk the big blockbuster we got here at Imperials today. Now we've got Imperials playing Maipolonga. Mark, Mr. Maipolonga, tell me what your thoughts are.
Again, it's going to be a fantastic game. Imps early in the year, just whether you call it, dropped a game out at Manham, which but since then they've been really good. They got blown away in a quarter here against the Cats, which everyone's been done, so that's nothing to cry about. But I just like the fact Imps very even across the board. Boris going out. Negative, you look at the positive, I think what it's done, it's spread their goal kickers around. Their midfield are kicking goals, their small forwards are kicking goals. Obviously Sammy D coming back in has been part of that. Maipolonga, purely I've seen them probably a lot more than other teams. And to be honest, they're winning games, but they just seem to have lulls. They have bad quarters where sides score against them. Saw that I mentioned a couple of weeks ago against Ramblers. They should kick 6 or 7 against them. They couldn't kick accurately, so Manham kicked goals against them a couple of weeks ago as well. The Storm, the game we covered, they kicked 7 in that third quarter against them. So there's a lot of talent out in the park, pretty much I think full side today, but they just seem to have lapses and they let sides just dominate them and they just don't seem to be able to stop that run. So my head says, my heart as a Maipo live member says Maipo, but if they have lapses, I think Imperial's overall strength may get them across the line at home.
Okay, so you're going to go with Imps then?
My head says yes.
All right.
Says no. I'll probably get thrown stones thrown at me. But they just seem, Maipo just have lapses, bad lapses.
Rightio. No worries. Butsy, your thoughts?
I'm really excited about the midfield battles that we're going to have going in there. You know, especially young Hine. He's been outstanding.
He's been there as player all year.
Been very good.
His work rate's second to none. But then you throw him in there against like a Penfold, a Crane. There's some serious talent going through both midfields, so that'll be excellent to watch. Maipo, like Steiny said, they're probably just going. And there's still a lot of ins and outs. I don't think Stevie's really got his best 21 that he wants just yet. He's still trying to figure that out.
No.
So there's a bit of inconsistency there. And even that game against Ramblers 2 weeks ago, they probably should have lost if Ramblers had kicked straight in that first half.
Absolutely.
Imps, they're just cruising through the season a bit at the moment, I think. They've still got a couple to come back. Dimmott's hopefully only a couple of weeks away. Grant's the same. But they've got probably a bit more of a spread of goal kickers, I think. There's more avenues to goal. Little bit more class in the midfield. So I'm going Imps. 4 goals, something like that. I still think Maipo's best footy is in front of them and they can get it right, like they showed last year at the back end.
For sure.
On the back of that though, it's a big game for Maipo today because I'm not sure if you're aware, Maipo are going to have a few blokes missing for a period of time.
Yes, we did hear this.
Going away overseas, which is an old school guy, still dug my head in.
Never happen. Never
dug my head in. So,
Yep.
And they've got Jerboys, Cats, Suns coming up in the next 3 or 4 weeks and they're going to be missing some really big guns. So it's a massive game for them today. So
Absolutely, they need to win. I think the key is that for Maipo, they need to stop Penfold and Crane. That's where they've been kicking a lot of their goals. So if they can stop them, that's what they're going to be, a long way to slowing Imps down. Imps are going to be too good today, just though. I think it's going to be very close. But yeah, I'm going to go with Imps just today.
And I think watch for Will Crane to have a really good day. A little bit slippery. He loves crashing in, loves the hard balls. I think there'll be a lot of left foot just flying out of the pack. No real punishing
No.
targeted kicks, but he'll be just shifting that.
I know Jordan Allen and Will Crane are great mates. They spend a lot of time
Right.
travelling down to Adelaide together.
Right,
So,
so-
there'll be a little bit of a mates competition there, I reckon.
Rightio, fair enough. All right, so Imps for me. We'll also send a cheerio to the captain of the RMFL TV. He's out there just loving life at the moment, just cruising around in his...
Wherever he is, it's going to be warmer than here, I'm
Absolutely,
guaranteed.
it is absolutely freezing here. And
I did get on the Facebook page as well, Captain, if you're watching, so I am following now. I said I wasn't a couple of weeks ago.
that's a tick for you then. That'll keep your job. But and we might just, if he's got reception next week, we might get him for a quick chat as well. So we'll just see that. All right, it's time now for the award-winning Matt's quiz, and we're going to bring.
Do the netball
Oh
tips
yes,
as
we
well.
need to do the netball tips. Yes, who are you tipping in the netball today? Mypo, Imps v Mypo, the netball.
Mypo, of course.
Mypo, of course. Yep.
I've got no idea, so I'm going the draw.
You're going to draw, which we know that it shouldn't be allowed. But anyway,
I'll just quickly say, like, these two sides in the netball, what I do know is, at least since I've been up in the RMFL for the past 15 years, they've been the two powerhouses, and, you know, I think the last two grand finals, Mypo have got Imps, so it'll be a bit another grudge match, and
absolutely.
get on board and watch it, because it'll be a ripping
It's going to
game.
be a great game, absolutely. I'm going to go with Imps just. I think Imps are going to be good enough. All right, Jimmy, come on in, mate. We've got to bring Jim in. And I'm going to go here, so you can't look over my shoulder. All right, take a seat. Now, we're just going to test the buzzer. Of course, you must use your buzzer to answer, or say you want to answer the question. Jimmy?
Jimmy.
But
Stoney.
Sign it, rightio.
not as loose as last time, eh?
No, we're going to behave ourselves. Yeah, no chili at this point. Okay, today's telecast of the A-grade netball is the second or third time this season.
Stoney.
Stoney.
Be the second game.
Yes, it is. One to Mark. In the Interleague A-grade game last Saturday, who was best on for RMFL?
Stoney.
Yes.
Alex Stitterford.
Right, one to Mark. Where are Imperials on the RMA netball ladder?
Stoney.
Yep.
He's sitting numero uno.
Top.
Top.
Yes. Yes. that's
Sorry
number
for
one.
you simple people. That's top. there.
Top, yes, okay, yes. Butsy, just check your buzzer, please.
It's not working.
It's not working.
Yeah,
You
stop.
might have to give him another one. All right. The bar now. Alex Pfeiffer. Where's what number?
But
Yes.
17.
Yes. Let's see. Chillboy Shungun Chaz Balderson has been on a fire. Spell his surname.
But
Yes.
Baltussen.
Rightio. Yes, that is correct. Butsy's two.
Private school education.
Yes, that is very, very impressive. Who are the Valley District playing today?
Stoney.
Yes.
That would be the Rambler Footy Club
Yep. And where are they playing?
at La Measure Oval.
Yes,
Don't
that's
ask
it.
me to spell it.
Yeah, no. Right, Mark, that one's you. Dace Irrigation and Fodder, Player of the Year, name the joint leaders. Jimmy? Sorry.
Will Crane
Yep. Rory.
and Rory Jessamine.
Yes,
And
correct.
someone else.
Yep.
Yeah, there we are.
And just, curiosity, what are they sitting on? How many points are they sitting on?
But 10. I
10
just
they
looked
are,
at
but
it.
you're not getting a point for that. So Jimmy's on the board.
Good work, Jim.
Well done, Jimmy. Who won last year's RMA Premiership?
But
Yes?
Mypo.
Yes, they did.
I actually went and looked at that this morning because I wasn't.
You thought that was coming?
You're preparing for
Okay.
Evidently I did zero research.
All right. Who played in the AFL last night?
But
Yes, Butsy?
Brisbane and St Kilda.
Yes, correct. So we've got 4 to Butsy, 4 to Mark, and Jimmy, you're on 1. Right, who am I? I was born on the 26th of June 1991 and was drafted in 2009. I made my AFL debut in round 1 2010.
Stoney.
Yes?
Chad Wingard.
No, incorrect, you're out. I won my club's best and fairest in 2016 and was also All-Australian in the same year. I've won 3 premierships and 3 Norm Smith medals.
Jimmy?
Yes, Jimmy?
Dusty Martin?
Dustin Martin is the one. Well done,
I
Jimmy.
didn't shoot him because he had a 300 this.
Well done. All right, so that's suited. Now, this is the tiebreaker question. Jimmy, you're out
Yeah,
for Mark
I'll
and Butsy. So
wish
for
you
Mark
best,
and Butsy.
Mark.
This is for the win.
Righto.
All right.
Here we go.
All right, bit of quiet in the crowd, please. Who is 4th on the RFL ladder?
On the
RFL.
but
Yes,
what do we have? Mypo.
Yes, Mypo's correct. Butsy wins the Matt's quiz today. Super effort. Well done. Okay, well, just to close out now, we'd like to first of all thank our sponsor, Professionals, for their great sponsorship of Before the Game. Thanks to Mary Lou, Denise, Carl, Harry, Pat, Jimmy, Sophie, Griffo, Butsy, Jimmy and Mark Steinert.
Remember Griffo this week, well done.
Yes, and Griffo, we can't forget our main man Griffo. So we'll be back just before 12:30 with the A-grade netball, 2:30 with the football. Make sure you tune in, it's going to be absolutely fantastic. I'm Matt Hood, thanks for watching.